Hello everyone. Our fourth step is obtaining data. To estimate the econometric model, it is necessary to obtain the numerical values of beta 1 and beta 2. That is values for absolute consumption and MPC. For that we need data. As we know, it is difficult to collect data from the entire students in our college. So we have to use certain sampling techniques and we have to fix the sample size. For that, we can take tools from statistics. And here you can collect data on the consumption expenditure of the students and the scholarship values and so on. So based on this data, you can estimate the econometric model. That is, you can go for regression analysis. And after that, you will get estimates of beta 1 and beta 2. Look at the regression equation. Here it is the value of beta 1 is minus 299.59 and the value of beta 2, that is MPC, is 0.72. So as we discussed earlier, the value of MPC is always between 0 and 1 and here it is 0.72. See, so this is a time series data. In this reference textbook, time series data is used for this regression analysis, and I will tell you the nature of data types in the next video. So here we are going to collect the cross-sectional data. That is for one time period we are collecting data on consumption and income. So after that you can plot the values of consumption and income, and then you will get a line like this, right? This is a positive slope line. The slope of this line tells us the MPC, and here you can see the intercept also. So after that, the sixth step is hypothesis testing, and for this also you can use statistical tools. Here what is our hypothesis? Our hypothesis is consumption depends upon income. For hypothesis testing, one thing you have to keep it in mind, that we have to set null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. And here the null hypothesis always says that there is no relationship between the variables involved in the study. So here our null hypothesis is there is no relationship between consumption and income. And the alternative hypothesis says there is a relationship between consumption and income. So here, based on the statistical inference, you can tell whether this null hypothesis is true or not, right? So that's what in the steps you can tell us. And the seventh step is forecasting or prediction. So based on this regression equation, you can tell the future value of consumption expenditure of a student. Suppose I'm telling you, if the scholarship value of a student is 11,319.4, her consumption expenditure is 7,870, right? So this will be her consumption expenditure. She will spend more than 7,000 rupees for her consumption. So this is what you are going to do in this step. You are going to forecast the consumption expenditure based on the income level. After that, you can go for policy purposes. So based on this regression equation, you can do policy purposes. The government can do policy purposes, right? So these are the traditional steps involved in the methodology of econometrics, and you can see this and you can write this in your examination. First thing is you have to state the economic theory, then mathematical model. You can see the exact relationship in econometric model. there are some other factors are responsible for this consumption decision. So we are incorporating an error term in this econometric model, and based on that we are going to collect data. After that you can estimate the values of beta 1 and beta 2. So then you can go for hypothesis testing, and you can tell us whether there is a relationship between consumption and income among this students, right? And you can use this regression equation for forecasting or prediction, and then for policy purposes. I hope all of you have understood the steps involved in this traditional methodology of econometrics. And if you have any doubt, you can raise it, right? So I'm waiting for your queries. Please write down in our Google Classroom. So thank you for listening me.